All right, so let's dive into Costa Rica today. I mean, who hasn't thought about maybe expanding their business to a place with beautiful rainforests and beaches? And it just has this reputation for being a business haven. I mean, it's got a skilled workforce.
Mhm.
It seems like a very welcoming environment for businesses. But we would be remiss if we didn't mention that navigating the labor laws and bureaucracy there can feel a bit like, like wandering into a jungle without a company.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. And that is precisely where an employer of record or EOR comes in. It's like having a local expert by your side handling all those complicated details so you can really focus on what matters, growing your business.
Okay, so an EOR is like your business Sherpa, guiding you through the Costa Rican landscape. And I've heard that INS Global is a leading provider in this space. What makes them stand out?
Well, with INS Global, they actually become the legal employer in Costa Rica. So they take on all of the responsibility for work permits, visas, payroll, social security taxes, you name it. They make sure you're 100% compliant with all the local regulations. It's almost like handing the keys to a seasoned driver who knows all the best routes and shortcuts.
So instead of struggling to build a house in a foreign country where you don't even speak the language, INS Global is like your experienced contractor who ensures everything is built to code on time and without any, unexpected surprises.
Precisely. And some people might wonder, why not just incorporate my own company in Costa Rica? And it's a fair question. But here's the thing. Using an EOR like INS Global can actually be a much smarter move, especially if you have a smaller team or are working on a temporary project.
Okay, color me intrigued. What makes the EOR route so advantageous in those situations?
Well, think about it this way. INS Global can get you up and running much faster. You can start operating in Costa Rica without all the headaches of actually setting up a company. Plus, it's incredibly cost-effective. You avoid all those upfront incorporation costs and the burden of, managing a company in a foreign country.
So you're saying I could be enjoying a delicious cup of Costa Rican coffee while my team is already productive and making waves, all thanks to INS Global. That does sound pretty tempting.
Absolutely. And there's even more to be excited about. INS Global offers a whole package of benefits with their EOR solution in Costa Rica. For starters, they handle all the work permit and visa processes, ensuring you're fully compliant with every single regulation. No more sleepless nights, worrying about complex immigration procedures.
That's a huge relief, but let's face it, the financial and legal aspects can be pretty scary too. How does INS Global help there?
Well, that's where their expertise in reducing risk comes in. They're pros at navigating the intricacies of payroll, social security, and taxes, ensuring that you're always on the right side of the law. It's like having a safety net protecting your business operations in Costa Rica.
Okay, so we've got simplified entry and reduced risk covered. What other perks come with having INS Global as your EOR in Costa Rica?
Well, one of the best things is that you can truly focus on what matters most, growing your business. INS Global takes care of all those time-consuming HR tasks, from onboarding to administration, freeing up your time and resources.
So it's about having that peace of mind, knowing that all the legal and administrative details are handled, letting you sleep soundly at night and focus on building your dream team in Costa Rica.
Exactly. And to help you visualize the process, let's just walk through how it works to partner with INS Global. It's a very straightforward 3-step process.
All right, I'm all ears. Let's hear about these steps.
Okay, so step 1 is all about getting to know you. INS Global starts with a collaborative consultation to really understand your goals and tailor a solution that fits your business perfectly. It's about making sure that you know they're providing exactly what you need to thrive in Costa Rica.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. They actually take the time to understand my unique needs and challenges.
Absolutely. It's a very personalized approach right from the get-go. Then comes step 2, which is setting up, hiring, and onboarding. This is where INS Global truly shines. They handle all the legal processes, from work permits to navigating Costa Rican labor laws, and of course, acting as the legal employer. The whole process is seamless for both you and your new employees.
So then I can just sit back and watch my team flourish in Costa Rica. But what about the day-to-day management once everyone is settled in? That's where step 3 comes in, right?
Right. Step 3 is all about ongoing support. INS Global handles all the HR and payroll management, including salaries, benefits, social security, and tax compliance. It's like having a dedicated HR team right there in Costa Rica working exclusively for you.
Wow, that's like having an entire team of experts in your corner, ensuring everything runs smoothly. I can definitely see how valuable that would be for any business expanding to a new market.
Now let's dive into some key aspects of Costa Rican labor law that INS Global is expertly equipped to handle. First off, all employment contracts need to be in Spanish and must clearly outline the details like salary benefits, working hours, and even termination clauses. INS Global ensures your contracts are airtight and compliant with all the legal requirements.
So I don't need to become fluent in Spanish contract law overnight.
No, not at all. INS Global has you covered. They'll also guide you through things like probation periods, which are very common in Costa Rica, as well as the complexities of working hours, paid leave, Social Security contributions, and even severance pay, which can be tricky to calculate correctly.
Trying to stay on top of all those regulations on my own would be a minefield. I can see how having INS Global on my side would bring immense peace of mind.
Absolutely. You can trust them to handle the complexities so you can focus on building your dream team in Costa Rica. And when it comes to choosing an EOR, there are 5 key points you really need to consider. First and foremost is experience and reputation. You want a provider with a proven track record in Costa Rica like INS Global, which has a long history of success and satisfied clients.
It's like choosing a tour guide, right?
Right.
You want someone who knows the terrain, has a stellar reputation, and can offer a safe and enjoyable experience.
Exactly. The next crucial point is the scope of their services. Make sure the EOR offers everything you need from work permits and visas to payroll and compliance. INS Global, for example, is known for its comprehensive and tailored solutions that really adapt to your specific requirements.
So they don't just offer a cookie cutter solution. They actually work with you to figure out what your business actually needs.
Exactly. And as your business grows, you need an EOR that can grow with you. That's where scalability comes in. INS Global has the infrastructure and expertise to handle a growing number of employees and, evolving needs, all without missing a beat.
It's like having a partner who's always one step ahead, anticipating your needs, and ensuring you have the support you need to scale your operations smoothly. That's incredibly valuable.
You got it. And of course, communication and transparency are essential. You want an EOR that keeps you informed every step of the way with clear updates, dedicated contacts, and easily accessible online portals. INS Global excels in this area, giving you peace of mind knowing you're always in the loop.
So no surprises or hidden costs, just clear and open communication throughout the entire process. That sounds refreshing.
Precisely. And finally, let's not forget about the cost structure. INS Global offers transparent and competitive pricing with no hidden fees. You know exactly what you're getting and can budget accordingly.
So winning combination of expertise, personalized service scalability, transparency, and affordability. INS Global seems to tick all the boxes for choosing the right EOR for a Costa Rican expansion.
They really do. Expanding your business internationally can be a daunting task, but with the right partner like INS Global, it can be a smooth and incredibly rewarding journey. They handle all the complexities, letting you focus on what you do best, growing your business and achieving your global ambitions.
I think we've painted a clear picture of why using an EOR like INS Global is such a smart move for businesses wanting to expand into Costa Rica. It streamlines the process, minimizes the risks, and allows you to focus on building your team and growing your business in this beautiful and vibrant country. If you're ready to explore expanding your business to Costa Rica, contact INS Global today and tell them about your expansion project.
If you're at all intrigued by the idea of, tapping into Costa Rica's incredible potential without all the stress, INS Global is just a phone call away. Reach out to them, tell them about your project, and let their expert team guide you every step of the way.
Ready to turn those Costa Rican dreams into a reality. Now, before we jump into some specific case studies and examples of how INS Global has helped businesses thrive in Costa Rica, let's shift gears and talk about what makes Costa Rica such an attractive destination in the first place. Stay with us.
Welcome back to our deep dive on expanding your business into Costa Rica.
Yeah, so before we got into the nitty-gritty of EORs, we were teasing all the reasons why Costa Rica is such a hot spot for businesses these days. So let's dig into that a bit. What makes companies so eager to set up shop in this tropical paradise?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is that Costa Rica has earned this really solid reputation for being incredibly business-friendly. I mean, the government actively encourages foreign investment and has really streamlined the entire process of doing business there.
So it's not just about the gorgeous scenery and that pura vida lifestyle everyone talks about.
Mhm.
There are some real tangible economic advantages too, huh?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Costa Rica boasts a stable political environment, a very strong legal framework, and a well-developed infrastructure. I'm talking reliable telecommunications transportation, all those crucial factors that make it a very secure and attractive place for businesses that are, looking to expand internationally.
And we can't forget the talent pool either.
Yeah.
We touched on Costa Rica's skilled workforce earlier, but what does that actually look like? in practice.
Well, Costa Rica has invested very heavily in education, and that has led to a highly literate population. So, what you'll find is that there's a really large pool of skilled professionals, especially in areas like technology, tourism, and customer service. And on top of that, many Costa Ricans are bilingual or even multilingual, which is a huge asset for businesses that, are operating in global markets.
So it's like having a workforce that's not only skilled and educated, but also globally connected and ready to communicate effectively with customers and partners, all around the world.
Yeah, exactly. And another key advantage is its strategic location. Costa Rica is right smack in the heart of the Americas, which makes it an ideal hub for businesses that are targeting markets in North, Central, and South America.
It's almost like a bridge between continents, giving businesses really easy access to this vast network of potential customers and partners.
Yeah.
It makes sense why so many companies see Costa Rica as the perfect launch pad for international expansion.
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's kind of circle back to INS Global for a second and see how their services actually align with these specific advantages that Costa Rica offers.
It's like they've positioned themselves perfectly to help businesses capitalize on all the amazing opportunities Costa Rica has to offer.
They really have. For example, remember how we talked about Costa Rica's business-friendly environment earlier? Well, INS Global really leverages their deep understanding of the local regulations and strong relationships with government agencies to make the entire process of setting up your business incredibly smooth and efficient. So they're not just, navigating the system, they're actively using their expertise to simplify things and make it much easier for their clients.
Exactly. And when it comes to talent acquisition, INS Global taps into that diverse talent pool that Costa Rica has to help businesses find the ideal candidates for their specific needs. They have a strong understanding of the local labor market, and they can identify skilled professionals who are not just qualified on paper, but also the right fit for your company culture.
It's like having a local recruitment team working tirelessly to find, the perfect additions to your team.
Exactly. And once you've found the right people, INS Global seamlessly handles all those onboarding processes, ensuring a smooth transition for your new employees. And of course, they take care of payroll benefits and compliance with local labor laws, giving you that complete peace of mind knowing that everything is being managed professionally and efficiently. It sounds like they've really created this complete end-to-end solution for businesses looking to expand into Costa Rica. I mean, they cover everything from navigating that legal framework to finding the right people and ensuring smooth operations once your team is actually on the ground.
You summed it up perfectly. And here's where things get even more interesting. INS Global Services go beyond traditional employment models. They also have solutions for businesses looking to engage independent contractors in Costa Rica.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more about this independent contractor option.
Well, in today's globalized world, many businesses are kind of shifting towards more flexible workforces, Engaging independent contractors for specific projects or tasks, it allows for greater agility and can often be more cost-effective. However, managing independent contractors in a foreign country can be quite tricky, especially when it comes to compliance and legal issues.
I can only imagine. Different tax laws, contract regulations, potential language barriers. It sounds like a recipe for a major headache.
That's exactly where INS Global comes in again. They act as the liaison between your business and those independent contractors, ensuring that all contracts are compliant with local laws, payments are processed seamlessly, and any potential disputes are handled professionally.
So it's like having this safety net for your independent contractor engagements. You have that peace of mind knowing that you're protected and that everything is being managed correctly. But how does this independent contractor solution actually work? Can you give us maybe a real world example?
Absolutely. Let's say you're a tech company based in the United States and you're developing a brand new mobile app. You found some incredibly talented software developers in Costa Rica who would be perfect for the project, but you don't want to go through all the complexities of setting up a foreign entity or directly employing them.
That sounds like the perfect scenario for INS Global's independent contractor solution.
Exactly. INS Global would step in and handle all the legal and administrative aspects of engaging those developers as independent contractors. They'd draft compliant contracts, ensure compliance with all those, tax and social security obligations, and even facilitate communication and project management between your team and the developers.
So you get all the benefits of working with, top-tier talent in Costa Rica without any of the hassles of managing international employment or contractor relationships. It's a win-win for everyone.
Precisely. And that's just one example of how INS Global is kind of adapting to this changing nature of work and providing innovative solutions for businesses that are looking to tap into the global talent pool. They recognize that, the future of work is flexible, it's global, and it's increasingly reliant on independent contractors.
So whether you're looking to establish a permanent presence in Costa Rica or simply engage talented individuals for specific projects, INS Global seems to have the expertise and the solutions to really make your expansion a success. It's like they're a one-stop shop for all your international employment needs.
That's a great way to put it. And there's another crucial point I want to kind of emphasize here. It's INS Global's commitment to compliance and ethical practices. They really understand the importance of operating with integrity, particularly in, a complex and ever-evolving regulatory environment like this one.
Yes, that's absolutely essential. You want a partner who not only knows the rules inside and out, but also operates with the highest ethical standards possible.
Absolutely. INS Global is all about transparency, accountability, and making sure that all their operations are conducted in a socially responsible manner. They take data security incredibly seriously, and they strictly adhere to all the relevant privacy regulations.
So you can really rest assured that your business and your employees' information is in safe hands. It's about more than just checking boxes. It's about doing business the right way.
Precisely. And I think this commitment to ethics is especially important in a country like Costa Rica, which is known for its strong social and environmental values. INS Global understands that doing business in Costa Rica also means respecting the local culture and making a positive contribution to the community.
So it's not just about extracting value from Costa Rica. It's about adding value and being a responsible member of the business community there.
You got it. And I think this is a key differentiator for INS Global. They're not just focused on profits. They're genuinely committed to, making a positive impact.
So for businesses that are looking to expand into Costa Rica, INS Global offers more than just a service. They really offer a partnership that's built on trust expertise and a shared commitment to ethical and responsible business practices.
That's a great way to summarize it. Now, we've covered a lot of ground here, but before we wrap up, I want to highlight one more aspect of INS Global Services that I personally find incredibly valuable. It's their ongoing support.
We did touch on it briefly earlier, but it's definitely worth emphasizing. What kind of ongoing support can businesses actually expect from INS Global?
Well, it goes far beyond, basic HR and payroll management. INS Global acts as a true extension of your team in Costa Rica, providing guidance and support on a really wide range of issues.
It's like having a local consultant on speed dial, ready to answer any question or, help you navigate any challenge that might come up.
Exactly. They can help you with things like understanding local business customs, navigating cultural nuances, and even connecting you with other businesses or professionals in Costa Rica.
So it's not just about, handling the transactional aspects of employment. It's about providing that holistic support to help your business truly thrive in Costa Rica.
Precisely. They're invested in your success, and they want to see your business really flourish in this new market. They're not just a service provider. They're a true partner in your entire growth journey.
That's a powerful message. It really highlights the value that INS Global brings to the table. They're not just simplifying the process of expanding into Costa Rica. They're really empowering businesses to succeed and make a lasting impact in this dynamic and exciting market.
You've summed it up perfectly. Now, I know we've been focusing specifically on INS Global, but I do want to stress that choosing the right EOR is a critical decision for any business that's looking to expand internationally. It's really crucial to do your research, compare different providers, and find one that truly aligns with your specific needs and your company values.
Yes, that's such important advice. It's just like choosing any other business partner, really. You want to make sure that they're the right fit for your company and that you can really trust them to support your long-term goals.
Exactly. And while INS Global is a fantastic option, it's always wise to explore, other providers as well and make an informed decision based on your own due diligence. If you're ready to explore expanding your business to Costa Rica, contact INS Global today and tell them about your expansion project.
So we've explored the why and the how of expanding into Costa Rica using an EOR, and we've seen how INS Global really stands out as a top choice. What are some key takeaways you want our listeners to really remember as they think about, their own global expansion strategies?
I think the biggest takeaway here is that expanding internationally doesn't have to be this big, overwhelming, complicated thing. With the right partner by your side, it can actually be a really smooth and incredibly rewarding experience.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's also crucial to choose an EOR that, really shares your values and is committed to those ethical and responsible business practices.
Yeah, for sure.
And finally, I just want to encourage all our listeners to really embrace, all the amazing opportunities that this globalized world that we live in offers us.
Right.
Don't let any sort of fear or uncertainty hold you back.
Mhm.
Explore those new markets, tap into all that global talent that's out there, and expand your horizons. I
Yeah.
mean, the future of work is borderless and the possibilities are endless, really.
Right. Those are some fantastic takeaways. It's really inspiring to think about, all the possibilities that await those who are actually willing to take that leap and expand their business internationally.
Right.
And for those who are, ready to kind of embark on this exciting journey, INS Global seems like a wonderful resource to have by your side.
They really are. They've proven time and time again that they're more than just, an EOR provider. They're a true partner in growth, a champion for ethical business practices, and a real advocate, I think, for businesses that are looking to thrive in that global marketplace.
All right, so we've covered why Costa Rica is such an attractive destination. We've really demystified this whole world of EORs, and we've highlighted those exceptional services that INS Global offers.
hmm
But let's get practical for a second. If our listeners are actually ready to take the plunge, what's that first step? How do they connect with INS Global and, actually kickstart this whole expansion process?
Well, it's actually surprisingly easy. INS Global has this fantastic website that is just packed with information about their services, including a whole section dedicated to Costa Rica.
Okay.
You can find case studies, testimonials from other businesses that have, successfully expanded using INS Global, and even really detailed information about their specific EOR solutions.
So it's like a one-stop shop for all your Costa Rican expansion needs right there on their website.
Exactly. And if you're ready to have an actual conversation, they have an incredibly responsive team that's ready to answer any questions that you might have.
Great.
Just reach out through the website and they'll be happy to schedule a consultation to discuss your specific needs and tailor a solution that works perfectly for you.
They've made it sound incredibly straightforward.
Yeah.
No jumping through hoops or navigating like complicated forms or anything.
No, not at all. INS Global really believes in making things, as simple and efficient as possible. They understand that businesses are already juggling a lot, so they've streamlined everything to make getting started as easy as possible.
So what are you waiting for? If you're dreaming of expanding your business to the beautiful and vibrant country of Costa Rica, now is the time to take action. Reach out to INS Global today and let them be your guide on this exciting adventure. They'll help you navigate the complexities, minimize the risks, and really set you up for success in this dynamic and, promising market. If you're ready to explore expanding your business to Costa Rica, contact INS Global today and tell them about your expansion project.
And remember, it's not just about, setting up shop in Costa Rica. It's about really becoming a part of that community, contributing to the local economy, and embracing that pura vida lifestyle that makes Costa Rica so unique.
Yeah.
INS Global understands that, and they'll be right there with you, helping you integrate seamlessly into the Costa Rican business landscape.
It's like they're not just helping you expand your business, they're helping you expand your horizons and really embrace a whole new way of life.
Exactly. It's about more than just, profits and growth. It's about creating meaningful connections, fostering cultural exchange, and building a business that's both successful and sustainable. And INS Global is the perfect partner to have by your side for that journey.
Well, I think we've covered it all. We've explored the allure of Costa Rica. We've really broken down, the world of EORs, and we've highlighted those incredible services offered by INS Global.
Yeah.
Hopefully our listeners feel empowered and inspired to take that next step, in their global expansion journeys.
I hope so too. And remember, the world is full of opportunities. Don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back.
Right?
With the right partner, anything is possible. So
Right.
go out there, explore new horizons, and make those global dreams a reality.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive into the world of international business. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.